Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be making mixed vegetable stew with glass noodles. Now this dish really brings back a lot of childhood memories for me because when I was growing up in Singapore, we used to eat these glass noodles at home quite a bit. You know, either in stir fries or in soups. So I really miss these glass noodles and I love their texture. Now today's dish that I'm sharing with you is really light, healthy, oil-free, and yummy-licious. And the best thing is, it's so easy to make. It's so easy to make that there's no excuse for you not to make it. So follow me and I'll show you how it's done. Alright, so I'm going to get started here. I'm going to introduce to you the types of vegetables that I'm adding to this stew. The first thing I have here is shredded green cabbage. This is half a head of green cabbage. So what I did was I bought one full head, sliced it into half. I kept the other half and this half is sitting right here and I shredded it. Okay, so this is going to go into the stew. Next up, I have oyster mushrooms. I have 10 here. Now, some of the oyster mushrooms are kind of big, so what I did was I just cut it longitudinally, like this, and made long slices. And this gives the stew its flavor and aroma, and you cannot do without mushrooms. Okay, I don't care what mushrooms you use. Doesn't matter, shiitakes, creminis. Just make sure you add some mushrooms as they give it, you know, that oomph. Here I have half a carrot that's sliced, half a cup of sweet onion sliced, and then I have 3 cloves of fresh minced garlic and 8 cauliflower florets. Now finally I have cucumber. And you guys are probably wondering, why are you putting cucumber in a stew? Now I know in the West you guys don't really cook cucumber, but my mom used to cook cucumber like in a stir fry, and it's the best thing ever because it gets really crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside, and I just love, you know, the texture. So we're gonna put this in the stew. So I am only going to use half of this cucumber and I slice it into broad strips. So these are the glass noodles that I'm going to be using today for the stew. They're also called bean threads, and you can find them in, you know, any supermarket here. It's so easy to find. I have here a pot of water. I'm going to bring that to a boil and then I'm going to throw the noodles in. Okay, so while the water is coming to a boil, I'm going to start building my stew. I add in 3 cups of vegetable broth, followed by the sweet onion, fresh garlic, and carrots. Okay, next I'm going to be adding in mushroom seasoning. I love this stuff. It is the Poloku brand and it's used in a lot of Chinese, vegetarian, and vegan cooking. There's no MSG or preservatives, it's just extract from the mushroom. So this is really good, you know, in terms of giving this very robust flavor. I throw in 2.5 tablespoons of mushroom seasoning. And then I add half a cup of coconut aminos, which is a gluten-free alternative to soy sauce that's savory and slightly sweet. I turn on the stove to high heat and I plan to cook this for 15 minutes till the carrots are done. After 3 to 4 minutes, my glass noodles are cooked. I strain the noodles and set them aside. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes. It smells amazing. I'm gonna see if the carrots are cooked. Yes, they are. So what you wanna do is poke it with a fork, and if it feels tender, it means it's done. So now I'm gonna be adding in the vegetables to my stew. I toss in the green cabbage and cauliflower florets. And the cucumber. The best thing to do is use a pair of tongs here and just kind of stir everything in. I'm gonna cook this for 5 minutes. Alright, so it's been 5 minutes on high heat, and now it's time to add my oyster mushrooms. I'm gonna let these oyster mushrooms cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. You don't want them to be too soft, or you don't want them to shrink too much. So 2 to 3 minutes is really just enough, and then by then everything should be cooked, okay? Okay, so my mushrooms look perfectly done. I'm gonna turn off the heat and let everything stop cooking at this point. Now, everything is perfectly done, and so now it's time to add in my glass noodles. So I have here my glass noodles that were cooked, and they do kind of stick because I've left them aside for a while. That's okay, don't panic. It's part of life. We're just gonna get them loosened up with the stew. Now, the thing I love about this stew is it's very soupy, you know, and it's meant to be soupy. Okay, tons of like liquid and delicious silky noodles and yummy vegetables. You know, it's kind of a lovely orchestration of all these textures and flavors. And of course, I cannot eat the stew without rice. Oh my goodness. It's like beyond like understanding and logic right now how good this looks. And then I'm gonna top it off with cilantro. Look at how beautiful that looks. And here you go. Okay, so I've been waiting for this moment all day long. And now I'm gonna do my big taste test. I'm gonna go in for the noodles first. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Oh God. So good. So good. I can barely talk. Cucumber is all I can say right now. Cucumber. Oh. It's like cooked perfectly. Crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside. Gotta have that with a little bit of rice. Oh. And more cucumber. Oh my gosh. There's no vocabulary for this. I mean, none at all. Okay? So that means I gotta be alone. I gotta eat. And I have to keep eating. Goodbye.